welcome to another week of the Abusecartoons Livestream. What a day. Alright, so hot and miserable. It was trying to rain. We had like thunderstorms yesterday, but not anymore. And I'm out of coffee. Hope everyone is doing well. So very late on this stream, but yeah, it's another scheduling thing. If I was going to do it, this is the only time this week to do it. And yeah, so let's get started. Alright. So maybe here. Yeah, that works. Alright, sorry, just getting adjusted here. So I screwed up the cartoon last week. I gotta, get better at my proofreading. I left a wanted when it should have been a want in there. Wanted to. So, I better pay closer attention. I thought I was doing okay, but sometimes I'm doing this really tired. So I can't catch everything. But I'll upload the correction this week, so it shouldn't look too bad for too much longer. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, no, something's going on, like summer allergy wise. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's a lot of construction. I don't know. There's a ton of construction going on, so maybe all the stuff being kicked up is getting to me. I have no idea what it is, but yeah, this summer has been pretty rough. Sorry, it's already hitting me. Oh. So, yeah, I don't have any ideas, so let me just warm up a little bit. It's been a while since I've drawn, and try to come up with something. So last week, what did we do? Ketchup and bug spray. That's right. Sorry. Trying not to sneeze on stream, but it might be unavoidable. All right. So yeah, I think I'm having difficulty getting the timing on the streaming down. There's just no good way to get to it earlier in the day. And by this time, it's only this side of the world that's still awake. I think it's like 3 a.m. everywhere. Or, North America. So, yeah, I don't know if I should go late at night or, it's hard. Because regardless, I'm up at 6 here. So that's what makes it hard, is I can't be much of a night owl. Which means I lose out on a lot of time where, like our clocks kind of match up a little bit. It was very funny. I had a cocktail that was kind of a surprise. I asked the bartender, so they always talk about, on Japanese bar menus, they usually have base, like vodka based, gin based, and I asked the bartender for something coffee based because it was like dessert time, and they weren't making any coffee, but he had this coffee liqueur made by Patron, the tequila makers, and I'd never tried it before, and it's like, wow, a tequila-based coffee liqueur. And I just had it. He did it because it's still kind of hot, and I just did it with soda, and it was amazing. It was really incredible. And so I looked it up online, and it was very popular and discontinued in like 2021. So of course, and he only had like this much in a bottle. So I figured it must be kind of popular if he's that low. But that's it. I'm not going to be getting any more of those. But it was surprisingly good. I was kind of reluctant. I don't like a lot of coffee alcohol stuff, and trying something not hot was sounded good that night. Sorry, but yeah, it was surprisingly good. Yeah, it's like Cafe XO. I'm not sure how you would pronounce that, if there's a Spanish pronunciation for that. But it's gone, and the only bottles you can find are like $300-400 on resale markets because they know it's discontinued. I guess there's a vodka based one that's supposed to be pretty good. That is used for coffee martinis, which I won't be drinking anytime soon. But I want to. This is very espresso flavored, so we'll see if I can find something else. But that was amazing. It was a really nice surprise, because usually liqueur kind of drinks are weird or disappointing. That was amazing. All right. Yeah, other than that, I didn't do much the past week. All right, I'm either drawing pieces of cake or pie or cheese. Let's try something else. What's something else? I haven't drawn a piece of pizza in a while. I think pizza does well in the comments on Go Comics. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not leaving. I guess here is enough room for eyes. What is a oops, good pizza topping joke? Topping pizza as in extra cheese, or what are we doing here? Oh, they always, I don't know if that's the thing they learned from Europe, but they always give you, in Japan, they always give you a bottle of Tabasco with pizza. I don't know where they got that from. Maybe that's an Italian thing, or I don't know. I don't know who they learned that from. The Portuguese. They learn everything from the Portuguese here. But yeah, because I know there's hot sauce or pepper flakes. There's a couple of pizza restaurants I remember would give you like red pepper flakes to spice it up. But yeah, they always have a bottle of Tabasco. Oh. All right. Sorry, I'm not doing very well. This is brutal. This is really brutal. Let me take a look, make sure everything's working over here. All right, I think we're running. So, an extra cheese joke. What are we doing with pizza? Oh, how about the iconic red? I have to do some kind of texture for this. Red plastic glass. I think they're much smaller than this, but I was so young the last time I dealt with one of these. And so let's do opening at the top and then kind of a line here. And then they have a kind of a line there as well. I think there's those stacking glasses, so they're a little bit reinforced. I think there's like a it's like a hemispheric kind of stop in the glass itself. So when you stack them, they don't go too far down so that they can't get out. I think there's a little design thing there. So stacking isn't doesn't go badly and won't maybe split the glass because they're just plastic. They're a little thinner. Yeah, maybe. And a little shorter. All right. Something like that. Well, if I can color that correctly. And I'll fill it with cola so it'll look nice and weirdly dark. All right. Something about eat in, not take out. All right. And hopefully I can write something this week. All right. I guess I should keep. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Twitch open. There it is. Nice. Okay. So pizza, that's a good rare thing that I almost never draw. What's something else? I think I just did aerosol cans not that long ago. I could do spilled. Let me see if I can do a spilled paint pot. Let's see. Oh, and I apologize if the doorbell rings. There's a re-delivery scheduled in the somewhere out there in the universe that's supposed to be coming back today, but I don't know if it's gonna make it. So I might get that weird doorbell sound, and I apologize also if that's way too loud. Let's put this on a separate layer. Okay, and then a little line in here. There we go. Something like that. Am I really doing this? Let's see here. That lid's way too big. Let's go down a little bit. Oh shoot, the line is on this layer. That can be redrawn. There we go. And then this might not have to be drawn, but works. There we go. Cool. All right. do some kind of brownish color. Oh yeah, and then wait, don't put that in the layer because I want that to be a little bit lighter. And then the actual color can go here. Okay. And go back to 70, but let's get this original. So put here. Oh wait. Yeah. So here, and then just barely that edge. All right. Yeah, I can clean that up just a little bit. All right. Sure, that'll work. And then the label. Something like that. And then some shadow. There we go. And maybe on this layer, I gotta, oh, it's still at 100. Do this. Oops, maybe this. Actually, just, yeah, follow the curve there. And then when I bring this whole thing down a little bit, yeah, it'll all come down. There we go. I think that works. Should I put some color? Yeah, maybe like a gold or something on the label so it looks a little more interesting. Something like that. Oh, wait, no, I want to do it on this layer. Almost. Just got the wrong layer. Cool. All right. And some eyes. Oh, and maybe something for this. Just the edge of this a little bit. Okay. There we go. All right. Yeah, something about monetary and cost and emotional. Something like that. Hopefully I'll remember that with some spilled paint. Significant. Significant cost. Something. Okay. And let's color some pizza. Hey, Yum, how's it going? Yeah, I got a late start, so you must be you must be up very late. All right. So do you have, if I can do this correctly, hopefully I'm going to hit some nostalgia. It's a it's a little purplish. No, maybe because it's cheap. But those uh, red plastic glasses at I think Pizza Hut had them, but oops. Yeah, those weird stackable plastic. Let's go in a little bit here. Glasses from pizza restaurants. It's been so long since I've seen one of those. And so long since I've eaten at a chain pizza restaurant. Yeah, they don't even really have that. They had a texture on it, right? Let's do a dark red too. But it seemed like those glasses weren't anywhere else and you couldn't buy them. Yeah, if I ever found a restaurant, I'm sure there is in the US, but a restaurant supply shop that had those red pizza restaurant glasses, I would get me a set. Yeah, this is back in the, oh man, I'm going to date myself again, but back in the days of Pizza Hut having a salad bar. I remember there were probably, I think we only went to Pizza Hut and it's probably just because of the location, like, where we lived. But pizza restaurants used to be family restaurants. Like they used to, oh, that's pretty good. And then I'll do lighter on the inside. That used to be like a family restaurant option is just Pizza Hut or, what's the other one? Not Shoney's, the other pizza place. I can't think of it. Not Stuckies. What's the other? They have them here in Japan too. There's a few of them. I can't think of the name, but let's do a good contrasting color. But yeah, it's like one of those after a little league game kind of places. Oh, there was a local one that I think just went out of business just only a few years ago. From one of the towns that I grew up in mostly, and it was called Happy Joe's. And they had, what did they have? Oh, a taco pizza. They had a taco pizza, I think like a cheeseburger pizza that made them all famous. But I don't think it was ever a chain. It was just a one-off. And I remember weird things like my bus driver worked there too. Like that was her second job. It says miserable woman. They would just scream at the kids on the bus all day. Then also cooked pizzas all night. So at the time I didn't have a lot of sympathy, but now as an adult I'm much more sympathetic to what a shitty life that must have been. Seeing the same kids that you yelled at and kicked off your bus winning their their little league championship or whatever. All right, and then we'll do some. Oh wait, I can do this here a little bit on this edge, and this edge. Yeah. Crazy. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think it's a deeper red. I can't tell. But, yeah, and those restaurants were always, like, poorly lit, so. Brutal. All right, I think that works. I think we just need some highlights. So I want this to look more plasticky. Without going too crazy. Yeah, gotta love those. Maybe the cheese has a little greasy shine to it. Oh, I don't want to go. That's got to be the eyes. So just a little bit. There we go. All right. Nice. Red plastic. That's too much, isn't it, on the glass? It looks, yeah, it's a little too sparkle magic. Let me get some of this off of here. Just more subtle is better. Maybe just that. Yeah. When I go too crazy. And so it's, yeah, lit from above. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's super nostalgic. Yeah, tickets and yeah, you gotta convert all your quarters to tokens, and then you gotta get all your skee ball tickets and get that wall crawling octopus or whatever. Like 75 tickets, and you get like a 10-cent sticky octopus. There we go. I think I've got the scale kind of okay. We'll see. And there we go. Yeah, I didn't have any good ideas for the for this joke. I just wanted to draw that glass. Oh, that's right. No, but it was eat in kind of stuff. Eat in, dine in, maybe. Eat might be a funnier word. Eat in. All right. Maybe one. Get everything on the wrong layers here. Like this, because they were slightly translucent. Yeah, that might be good. Just want to make it look as plasticky and translucent as possible. I think that did it. I don't know. Nice. Yeah, skee ball. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've even seen a skee ball machine. That's great. The simple pleasures. All right, so spilt paint and pizza. Eat in, dine in pizza, I think. All right, now I gotta double check. Where did we leave off? What am I looking at here? The fixes, which I already had to fix last week's cartoon, so it's good I didn't let it go 12 years before I corrected the misspelling. Okay, so November. So I guess we'll do November. Let's see here. November, December, January 12th. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, there we go. I was already doing weird Halloween jokes. Oh yeah. Skee ball would definitely be popular. Yeah, the arcades here have become like really weird, obsessive pastimes that they don't have. I guess they may. It's weird because they have like boardwalk style kind of more like claw machines and shooting little discs trying to knock candy bars off of things, and there's a lot of like there's physical games and there's stuff just for kids to win tickets, but it's mostly like pachinko light. So I don't think those things ever made it here because yeah, I'm trying to think if I've even seen a prize counter here. But game centers have like turned into this like hardcore, like people that don't want to do gambling, that don't want to do pachinko or slot machines. They have these really intense games that are a lot of simulators, and they're really big stuff. Like they have a horse racing game where you like train your horse and stuff, and then you race them. But the whole thing is like an off-track betting thing, the way that it's set up in the arcade itself. So there's seats and there's these little consoles to train your horse and stuff, and then you just kind of sit back on these seats and watch the race on this big screen above you. It's really intense. And then things like Idolmaster, where you train everything is training, where you train your Japanese music idol. I think that came to consoles as well. And then because those are the two kind of popular things, then they merged the two. And then there's like I don't know what the translation would be, like horse girls or horse sisters. Or daughters. I guess it's musume. Yeah, maybe daughters. But it's anthropomorphic, or like just Japanese girls with horse ears and tails that run, that like race each other like a foot race on a track. I don't think they may wear harnesses. I don't know enough about it, but they're like characters and stuff. So instead of like a girl merged with a World War II battleship, it's a girl racehorse. Yeah, mostly girl, very little horse. But yeah, yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's kind of scammy stuff. Yeah, that's the thing that's too bad here is they try to maintain like some childhood innocence and things, but the summer festivals, most of the games at the summer festivals are run by basically like low level yakuza, and there's these people like smoking and handing your kid the little paper net, I guess you call it, to catch goldfish and stuff. So there's like goldfish catching, and and sometimes because so many fish get killed in that process, and it's kind of messy to deal with, they just have kids pick up like little super balls in water or something, and then your prize is a goldfish, because it's such an old thing. But they're becoming scammier and scammier now. So you don't feel like comfortable even like having the kids interacting with the people running the stands, because they're such scumbags. And I think because the spaces for the summer festivals and stuff are all like, whatever, they're all owned, and you have to do favors or whatever to get in there. So the people running them are real scummy. And it just kind of ruins, like they're not particularly easy anymore. They're kind of getting all scammed up, because they give you this little, so it's like a circle, like a plastic circle frame with a little handle on it, and there's paper that covers that, and you have to very gently put that in water. And you used to scoop goldfish, which would actually be moving, so they could break the paper easily. But now it's like little floating plastic balls or whatever, something different. But now they've made the paper so delicate, like tissue paper, that the second that it touches the water, it breaks. And as soon as it breaks, then you're supposed to stop trying to catch anything. And you catch a certain number of things. And it used to be that every goldfish you could catch, you could keep. And so you'd go home with a bag full of goldfish. And one of them was like this giant carp that you could raise in your bathtub, and it would live for like 10 years. But mostly they'd all be dead in the morning. That was the trauma. When my daughter from America was here the one summer, I think she got like 5 fish and brought them home, woke up in the morning, they were all dead. It's like, yes, they don't care. They weren't taking very good care of them. I'm sure the water that they were in was full of, cigarette ash and whatever. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that's very funny. Yeah, I think so. I think there would be um yeah, I don't know. If you did it as like America Land or whatever, something kind of nostalgic, and did, those kind of games, those more fun, like skee ball, and those ticket generating arcade games, like kind of Chuck E. Cheese kind of stuff. It would be, the novelty might attract some attention, but I think people still like the classic stuff. So if you go to like the small, like seaside tourist towns and stuff, they'll have little places that have games, but they're for really really tiny kids. They're like the kind of preschool characters and stuff, and very simple kind of flashy things. You just put in $1, because all they have is dollar. Put in a dollar coin, and you get a few minutes of some some noises, and the kid can interact with stuff. But yeah, a lot of the fun kind of game center stuff, it's a little too intense now. It's like very, otaku intense, because they know those are the people that'll drop their week's salary. Yeah, and they never got, because Japan never got the drug problem, or the drug dealer problem, that the U.S. got. Game centers never got taken over by kids trying to reach drug dealers trying to reach a new market, and then bringing in turf wars and stuff over arcades. But they are kind of run probably in sleazier ways than they should be. But a hard goldfish. Nice. Yeah, it's a very funny situation, because you can introduce novelty kind of stuff here, but unless there's like this weird, unless it's transformed by the culture here, it doesn't have any longevity. It's just a fad, just a trend, because they're so trendy here with a lot of stuff that stuff just doesn't stick unless it's somehow transformed and made like to feel more, oh, okay, this is ours now. And also space. I think skee ball machines are pretty significant. You've got that whole, they're pretty massive. So I wonder if it was also a space concern. Some of those American games are pretty big. Yeah, but I guess the Taiko games and stuff, those are pretty significant. They take up a lot of floor. And the UFO catcher, the claw machine kind of stuff, those are big too. But they're not, that's not a whole kind of runway thing. I wonder, bowling is popular here too, as like a group date. Usually there's not much less one-on-one dating than you would think. A lot of group dates, but there's a lot of bowling alleys. What do they do? It's like they're kind of combination centers where it's like, of course, karaoke, and maybe pool, like billiards, and bowling, and something else. There's like stuff. Darts. I think darts as well. So that kind of stuff is paired up for like these kind of places to have a group date, and there's like chains of spots that do that kind of stuff. Yeah. That's really, It's so crazy. I'm still amazed every time the automatic doors, like you walk past a pachinko parlor and the doors open. You're just like, people sit in that noise, that like cacophony of sound for hours. That's insane. Yeah, the one student I had said he was in university. He was obsessed with pachinko, and he would put the ball bearings in his ears. Instead of just buying cheap earplugs, he would literally put the two of the balls in his ears to block some of the sound. Like, ew. And then he puts them back in the yuck. Oh, let me do a little bit of red on that shadow as well to get my point across that this glass is clear-ish plastic. Let's see. We'll go here. Oh no, that's cool, but I don't want to do that. Okay. And then something like that. Or just this, but reduced. Yeah, just that, just more. And maybe blend it away so that hard line isn't there. Ooh, wow, I've got the blending turned way the hell up. Where is that? Let's get less intense. Is that the smudge tool? Oh, blur? Maybe blur. They keep changing these these tools. The ones that I don't use enough. Watch, I'm going to crash my machine trying to... Oh, that's right. I think I'm at too high a resolution for blur to work. I got to blur it on the filter level. I always forget I'm working at a very high resolution. Let's do something like that. Okay. I think that gets the point across. ring of color. Yeah, bowling. It's some things here are, yeah, so like weirdly 1950s, like bowling dates. I couldn't think of a worse a worse thing to do, especially with a group of people. Yeah, I had this theory, because there is so little one-on-one dating, unless you're like really going hard, like, I want to get married as soon as possible, then I think people do it a lot more. But when you're younger, like in your 20s, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of one-on-one dating, and there's a lot of group dating. And group dating has like a weird dynamic when there's like five guys and five girls, because then the guy's weird pecking order kind of alpha thing kicks in, and the girls kind of weird competitiveness, and they're all friends but actually not really kind of kicks in. And see, it ends up like the person that ends up most dominant in the group of girls and the group of guys is not a good match, is not meant to be together, but they're kind of forced together socially. So I think that's a weird, group dating is a weird dynamic, because you end up with like people not being able to spend any time with who they're actually interested in and stuff, because there's a lot of like weird, just the madness of crowds kind of dynamic. And but I was thinking that that might be connected, that weird way that a lot of people, like younger people, have to socialize, to why they have those idol groups of like 48 people. They have a little voting and stuff on who's in the main group and stuff for these, like I don't even know any current names of anything, but like the old like AKB and all of those idol groups, that they still have that with boys groups, where there's like five guys, or whatever number of guys, too many guys. And so one of them, I guess that's the same thing with boys bands in the US, but I suspected that if you're used to that group dating thing, then you're used to trying to find your favorite guy in a group of guys. And I wonder if that is related. Like, I wonder if that's the appeal of that, is because it matches socially kind of what you're doing. I don't know. But I don't understand the appeal of that, but I guess I'm not a fan of large groups anyhow. So I thought that was very funny. But maybe it's related. Maybe there's a connection to why that works, why that system works. Okay, and I still haven't clicked over. Let's look at the archives. I finally brought it up. Hey, there we go. I think it might be Asia. Maybe, very heavily kind of coded in Japan, but like Korea has idol groups too. And I think a lot of Southeast Asian countries do that group idol thing. I don't know if they're knocking Japan off or if Japan is knocking someone else off. But I think it's an Asian thing, and it just might be for safety's sake. Probably cuts down on the date rape with a group. Who knows what the real, original motivation was. Or just you can hide in a group and not have to, feel too much, maybe less social pressure. Okay, I think we did this last week, but November 1st, 2012. Even with, my God, what's wrong with me? Sorry, even with assistance, there was no way to stay relevant as a holiday decoration. A rotten jack-o'-lantern with a Christmas hat. November 6th, he didn't feel capable of engineering homemade flavor. Oh yeah, it's like the weird green on the liquid. I was just thinking about the laboratories where the new burgers are designed for fast food. It vaguely tastes like radiation. No one tastes almost like something that's supposed to be chocolate but has the flavor of rancid pig fat and triglycerol esters, yet smells like a summer breeze. Nice P. coli. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Those laboratory kitchens where processed food recipes are made. November 8th, certain types of paint felt they lacked street credibility. Too subtle for graffiti, yes. Watercolor graffiti. All right. November 13th, the dressing joke might have been funnier if the vegetables understood clothing. Ooh, how meta. Oh yeah, Phil turkey dinner chewing gum. That's right. That's right. But the dessert, they just can't figure that out. Oh no, somebody just posting a giant thing because I did a money cartoon. Oh no. Most cash preferred to ignore real world problems. Look at that filthy dollar bill. Yikes. It's not the cash itself that causes the problem, it's the desire for the cash. That's what we've been saying in the UK for years, but it never happens. Whoa, and Just Saying wrote a novella here. 2000, I had no idea. What would save? Oh, so this is 10 years ago. This is 10 years ago perspective, so like 2013. I had no idea what could save the US economy and why anyone would want to be POTUS. The entire developed world was an economic train wreck. Greenspan. Yeah, this is so funny. Dated. Oh, and we're talking Reagan, and then we're going John Boehner, uh, and Kim Jong Il. Oh my God, the current House Republican group is negotiating more like Kim Jong Il than Ronald Reagan, libeling Reagan by their domestic inaction and claiming the mantle of Reagan. Oh wow. Okay. Just saying. Thanks for that. November 20th. He suddenly felt much less sought after by collectors. So no longer mint on card. Yeah, so I tried to get across that when you tear the clamshell off of the cardboard back, and some of the graphic comes with it and some of it doesn't. I don't know how well I got it. Johnny Long Torso. Oh, Mystery Science Theater. Nice. An appendix. An appendage. Probably. So what? Probably cost someone an arm, and well, just an arm. A beat up can opener. Oh yeah, I guess he didn't get my drawing there. A typo in a comic police. What's the typo? He suddenly felt much less sought after by collectors. Did I fix it? What's the typo? Sought after? Sought after. Yeah, yeah. I think I must have corrected it. All right. November 22nd. Some would say they evoked a feeling of doom. Oh yeah, there's a Temple of Doom reference. Oh, that's a terrible fedora. I flipped up the brim so it doesn't even look very good. Yeah, there we go. Yes, yeah, my baseball cap does look like a cartoon duck. More Cowboys and Mets. Really to receding hairlines. Oh, there we go. As in Temple of Doom. Thank you, James Hopkins. There we go. All right. Oh, Christmas. Early Christmas celebration. So November 27th. Until opened, he had equal chances of being either an early holiday gift or domestic terrorism. We're already here. November 29th. Their differing belief systems began at seed level. Yikes, interesting expression. I'll put it on a t-shirt. December 4th. Some nights offered very little to celebrate. Whoops. People learn how to uncork properly. There'd be no spillage. Anyway, you shouldn't pour it into a dribble glass. All right. There's one reply. Yeah, drink straight from the bottle. December. Ooh, there's a gory one. I'm surprised they let me do this one. December 6th, 2012. The Kidney wondered if being traded for an iPad was a victory for form over function. I think this came up before in random stuff. But yeah, a kidney with a bunch of ice cubes in a pool of blood. That was based on some story. Some kid in I forget, in Southeast Asia somewhere, literally like donated a kidney to someone and got enough money to buy an iPad. But he's going to live the rest of his life with one kidney, and the iPad is what, like obsolete after 3 years. Nice. December 13th. Separately, they were ordinary, but together they were a double cheeseburger. Mashed raccoon patty with slightly yellow rubber. Yummy. Cheese and burgery. Right. Oh, here we go. December 18th. This was possibly a less effective use of the flu vaccine. Oh, yeah, my complaining about people trying to get you to, without insurance, get flu vaccinations, which I forget how much they were, like out of pocket, like $50 or something. It was something stupid. It's like, I think I'll risk the flu. With the Novartis. What was Novartis? Sorry. I'll pop this out here. Oh, it's a Swiss? Yeah, Swiss healthcare company. Yeah, I forget. What's Novartis famous for? Yeah, they must have been in the news 10 years ago. And they make, for a lot of countries, they make various drugs. It doesn't say. Oh, biggest selling drug is a rheumatology. Oh no, just the many different drugs. Swiss pharmaceuticals. Yeah, I wonder what they were. Maybe it was a flu vaccine scandal. Oh wait, maybe somebody would have said. Let's take a look. Play nurse status vaccines are always targeted formulas. My wife swore she gets the flu from the vaccine. Yeah, it must be one of the suppliers of flu vaccines. Yeah, because there was that year where there was this huge revelation that, oh my god, the fact that they use chicken egg or chicken embryos to produce the vaccine is causing some like allergic reactions and things for people. Yeah, things are getting really weird. These cartoons. I think, am I digital yet? Maybe it is because it's digital. I didn't think it was this early, but maybe it is. So did we miss the transition? I can't tell. Yeah, the drawing is looking... No, the eyes are still too small, I think, for digital. Okay, so December 20th. Being opened at this point could actually release some kind of ancient evil. Yikes. A very moldy Tupperware container. Oh, December 25th. It's not even a Christmas cartoon. Nice timing there. The world would not end... the world not ending changed Christmas dinner for many people this year. Oh, so was there an end of the world? Was this the Aztec calendar or Mayan calendar thing? I think it was. Yeah, so MREs and jugs of water. Oh, yeah, MREs. Thank you, Larry. Thanks, Larry. Oh, yeah, I already thanked Larry. Wonder how many years ago I thanked Larry. All right. Ooh, garbage juice. December 27th. At that moment, all he could think about was how hard he would be to clean up. Boom. At least he's not on fire. Okay. January 1st. So we'll get through January. Yeah, there's a lot of... I guess my coloring is just getting a little more intense. Maybe I got a new scanner or something. I don't know. I don't know why I was so doing all these like complicated details in the coloring. His amazing prediction for the new year was more of the same. More of the same is optimistic, more like God help us than God help us. It's always the same. How depressing when you consider the cliff. The same, just the name changes. It's because things were more like they are today than they were back then. See? All right. And January 3rd, 2013. All I could manage to do was make new toothbrushes old. Meh, I was born old. Oh, you like that one? Okay. Okay, the crystal ball will make it in. Yeah, I when I was going all out with that coloring for some reason. I don't remember. Maybe what? Okay, what is this? 2013. So I'm done. I'm doing them weekly again, but I am drawing them and scanning them. You can tell by some of the wavery lines that I don't think it's not digital yet. Yeah. I think it's still marker, but I wonder why. I think I got some new tablet or something. Was why I was getting all crazy. So January 8th, abandoned New Year resolutions, created strange debris. Yeah, we were already here. January 10th, he suddenly felt that all their flavor had been a lie. It was just the salt. Rubbing salt in the wound. Uh, very kinetic bagels. January 15th, 2013, stale bagels led to new competitive break room sports. Stale bagels. January 17th, his packaging was his most attractive and least valuable feature. Packaging. January 22nd, there was a definite breakdown somewhere in the breakfast chain of command. Yeah, this is still marker drawing because those eyes are so small. Yeah, and it's funny because I was, using a sheet of paper, horizontal, kind of printer paper, letter size, and still would draw things different scales, and when the marker would start to wear out, the line would get thicker. Oh, that's right. They're called Tetra Packs. That's right. Wax containers. I've seen that label before. Okay, January 24th. It chipped away at his self-esteem to have garbage thrown at him all day. I love displaying my successes. What can he do before becoming a basket case? But at least he has purpose in life. Okay, January 29th, they narrowed their possible They narrowed their possible uses down to skincare or furniture restoration. Same thing, really. Emerald cream, air freshener, and mustard. Yuck. All right. And the 31st of January, his straws weren't really festive or playful, just red. I would give anything for a red straw now. There's just nothing but weird paper straws here. And who knows, what they've even coated those paper straws with to get them to, tolerate liquids for 30 seconds. But I'm sure it's more toxic than a plastic straw. And I'm sure, it takes more energy to produce and everything. All of this, save the turtles or whatever we're doing is, I'm sure, just shifting the devastation. Because when things are at the numbers that we need them and produce them at, then nobody wins. All right, February 5th. So we'll end here. Freshly squeezed had somehow lost its meaning. They're all squeezed out. Freshly squished. All right, so we'll pick it up there. I didn't see any typos, but it doesn't mean they weren't there. And I fixed the one from last week, so that's good. Oops. Oh, that's cool. Even if I minimize the window, it's still there. All right, let's write some cartoons. Matt, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're up so late. Yes, it's super late. I got a late start. How are you? Nice. Oh. All right. So, it's writing time, so I can move this out of the way. Hey, do you recognize that red plastic cup there, Matt? That pizza restaurant red cup. I guess I should have put them on the red and white plaid Italian tablecloth, the plastic tablecloth. I was nostalgic for Pizza Hut. And remember, they had those weird stacking glasses. All right. Yeah, so this was supposed to be something about how rare it was to not be delivered. So not delivered and dining in meant there would be red plastic cups. Wow, I don't think that redelivery is going to be redelivered. Weird. All right. Well, hopefully they'll try again. So the main benefit. So maybe I'll just do it really vague. The main benefit of dine in was the cool plastic cups. And I spelled plastic wrong. Yeah, so if I rewrite this, then I'll definitely leave some weird typo in there. Maybe cool red plastic cups. Or should I just... something about it being rare? Yeah, the Pizza Hut tumblers. Yeah, I want to find a restaurant supply place that sells like knockoffs of those. Ooh, nice. Matt's batching it, staying up late, eating junk food. Nice. Well, we're here with you, Matt. Excellent. Yeah, I should call them tumblers, shouldn't I? Probably better than red plastic cups. Because they are tumblers. I'm sure that'll spark controversy because I think there's a lot of people from different English-speaking countries on Go Comics. The main benefit was... So... should I put plastic? Red plastic? I think tumblers are nothing but plastic, so that might be a little redundant. Main benefit. The so dine in always involved so dine in pizza, I guess we're naming it. I might have to get rid of cool. Dine-in pizza. So they were inseparable. They were always there. Dine-in meant. Oh, I wanted to put cola. Sorry, I wanted to put like a dark liquid in that cup because I love that. That was my favorite thing. Is how weird they looked filled with like Coke. Let's try that and see if I can get that to look right. So we'll hit that. And there's some weird stuff. Oh. This pizza is where all dogs go to heaven. Nice. Yeah, I guess in style and coloration, those dogs ate that pizza, didn't they? All right, so some kind of like it's gonna have to be dark. I don't want to ruin the eyes though. We'll try this, see if it works. I'm not changing your mind. Yeah, right. I just have to go to Pizza and steal their cups, and then get out of the country as quick as possible. Yeah, so maybe I'll do it like half full. I want to make sure I can keep all the... there might be a weird blending mode that'll make this work. Who knows? Okay, so those marks are on a weird layer. That layer. And wait, what's going on? Okay, there we go. All right. see how this goes here. And put some light layer color on the top here. Yeah, thought I was done drawing, but I'm not, so that's why I'm doing it at such a weird angle. Okay. All right, so is there... Yeah, kind of like that kind of thing is what I was kind of going for. A weird blending option that gets across the... I might just have to fade it out. The strange dark liquid. Yeah, maybe. Wait, though. This is not going to work. I have to... Oh, put this here? Then it has to be... Let's see. Talking through this... Yeah, that might work. We'll just do it like that. It looks a little green, though, doesn't it? It's close. Yeah, I don't want to do it any darker so that the eyes might disappear. Okay, well, there's something in there. And it's bubbly. Okay, there's some bubbles. Look at that carbonation. All right, something like that. My all dogs go to heaven style pizza. Nice. A local diner that serves drinks in giant 44-ounce versions of this. Holy crap, 44 ounces. That's crazy. Yeah, it's too tempting to have one of those iconic tumblers. I'm sure they, like, those things disappear all the time. Nice. Yeah, right. Yeah, with the giant knife and fork and yeah, that's insane. They should oversize the chairs and everything. All right. So my spilled miniature paint and red plastic tumblers from pizza. Okay. So dine-in red plastic tumblers. Noun. Subject. So what about them? Dine-in pizza, red plastic tumblers. Dine-in pizza always involved, was inseparable. Was troubled by, didn't know. So dine-in pizza, eat-in pizza, dine-in. Dine-in sounds funnier because it's fake fancier. Dine-in pizza was always yeah, those are usually, well, everything, I guess. I forgot, like, everything is free refills in America, isn't it? It's weird to, like, be somewhere where there's almost no free refills. The coffee at Mr. Donut and the soda fountains at Costco I think are the only. I think Taco Bell too. Maybe Taco Bell has free refills. But it's so rare here, and they always, because they don't want to spill anything, they always fill drinks up only 3/4 of the way. So there's a lot of empty empty glass, and yeah, so they bring you a beverage you have to pay a ton for. It's not even full, and no refills. Okay. Right. But, when you give people unlimited, corn syrup tainted beverages, it does increase their weight significantly. So I think that's why Japanese people still remain slender, because it's brutal. When you can just pound cola or Mountain Dew all like all night at a restaurant. Yikes. That is a lot. All right. I still remember growing up, we would go through cases of Coke, cans of Coke, and other. You would buy like 3 cases of soda, like on weekly grocery store trips, and just pound through them. It's funny. And my mom even had this weird thing in her refrigerator. It was like a wire rack, like one of those rubberized wire racks, and you fed, kind of like a version of a vending machine. You fed the cans. It was like just like a return, like what am I trying to say? Like a frame that was a little track for, there's a better word for that, that fit soda cans perfectly. So you fed them into this top slot and they rolled around and came out the bottom slot, and gravity just kind of fed them out. So you would just stock the refrigerator. I guess instead of putting, because the alternative is just to stick the case in the fridge, in the cardboard. But so you take them out of the case and feed them into this thing. And they would just sit there and you'd pull them out and it would just gravity feed you the next can of cola. Yeah, like a track. I guess it's more like a track. But yeah, similar to how, like, they're all sitting there waiting for gravity to dispense them in a vending machine. All right, dine-in pizza. It's looking kind of indifferent to their red plastic tumbler. The companionship not known. Is ice standard, or do you have to ask for it? Oh, 85% ice, yeah. For fast food, ice is pretty standard. I forget who it was, somebody that was visiting wanted no ice and a Coke, and they didn't understand that concept. Like I said, I had told them no ice in Japanese, and they're just like, what? What are you talking about? And I'm not sure. I that would be a good test, and I didn't even ask about this. That was supposed to be the big gimmick and the big kind of like secret relationship that McDonald's and Coca-Cola had, was that McDonald's got there was some sort of like sweetheart deal or whatever with Coke, and they would serve Coke differently. Their soda fountain, the soda water was chilled, so Coke tasted a little different. It was always much colder at McDonald's, and I remember that being like a strange thing. Like, wow, this is different. It's like there was something different about the Coke at McDonald's. It was still the same, corn syrup garbage, but it was served cold. And I don't know if they do that here, because the companies are different and everything. So it's like the Japanese versions of these companies. So they may not have those same ideas. And probably if it was more expensive or whatever, they got rid of that expense a long time ago. But I remember cold soda water, when it mixed in the machine, would make the Coke instantly cold. So that means you could drink it if you drank it quickly without ice and it would still be cold. I don't know if that's the case though. But yeah, don't try to explain no ice if that's a standard thing, because there's a couple of old ladies. A lot of fast food is older, is like senior citizens here, and I was blowing their mind, like asking for no ice, and they don't. They have a very standard thing, like the cups have markings, so they only do like this much ice and this much soda, and they have their markings. I think it's very Japanese because it's not to the top kind of stuff. Okay, dine-in pizza and red plastic tumblers, always accompanied by. So he's not looking at him, so does he know he's there? Could feel the presence of the ubiquitous fountain sodas. Yeah, that's crazy. And I remember the movie theater that I worked at for a little bit. Their soda, that because you can tweak the machine, like their mix for syrup to soda water was pretty bad. So you'd get a giant, one of those like movie theater giant, bucket cups of soda, which of course included a free refill only on that largest size. But when you added ice to it and the ice started to melt, you're barely tasting anything but, weird soda and whatever horrible water the ice was made out of. But you got a free refill. All right. Knew there must be a red plastic tumbler lurking nearby. It's just right there. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you don't want to... Yeah, working at restaurants and stuff. Yeah, I would never want to work at fast food to see the... Because you already see enough of that. I remember, watching them fill the, sour cream gun at Taco Bell one time. So I was like, why am I even eating this? What is that? What's going on? But everything arrives all like weirdly prepackaged, and they just like open these packages and shove this crap in. And McDonald's especially is so weird because I don't know if it's the same in the US. I don't remember this in the US, but there's little plastic drawers. It's almost like an old style pharmacy or some kind of like office supplies or something, where these little plastic drawers, and they have tongs, and they just, here's the patty from this one, and they construct the burger, the sandwiches from these weird little drawers that everything is in. Yuck. Yeah, none of it looks edible. And it's going to be so easy for them to switch in the cricket burgers. We're not going to figure it out for a while when fast food starts doing that. Then it'll really be how the bug sausage is made. It'll be really brutal. Oh, wow. Of course they do. They dehydrate their beans. Yuck. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm surprised Taco Bell, it kind of comes and goes here, but it's not doing very well here. They already shut one down. There were two that opened in Osaka and one shut down. So I was surprised. But Mexican food, if you go to a Mexican restaurant here, it's almost all just foreigners. It's not a lot of Japanese. I don't know what that is. Maybe they just don't get it, like it doesn't match. It's not, I don't know. Yeah, Italian restaurants are very prolific here, but are very, very not prolific, very numerous. I don't know, there's another word. Are very numerous, but Mexican restaurants aren't, and their tortillas are always garbage in Japan. I don't know why. I know they don't get good flour, or they use rice flour or something, but it's hard to get good flour tortillas here. Okay, dine-in pizza. The ever-present red plastic tumbler. Was comforted. Wanderlust, the outside world. Oh yeah, no, it might be, because but Indian curry, like very spicy Indian and Thai restaurants exist here, and they'll go up to like native level if you want them to, and you'll never finish the meal. But yeah, they'll go up to super crazy hot levels. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, that's not a big fan of spices here. They like subtle flavors and a lot of like expensive ingredients and stuff, but not spices. It might be. It might be the kind of spices they don't like. They like maybe Szechuan or Thai spices more than, and maybe Indian than they do Latin American spices. I don't know. I don't wonder what it is. Dine-in pizza was comforted. Comforted by the presence. Was always. by the ever-present red plastic tumbler. Of the ever-present presents? Maybe I don't need to say ever-present. By the present. Now I'm going to put a typo in here that I can't read. When I can't find when I read it. Oh, there we go. Finally. Okay, just a minute. Be right back. Sorry about that, but I'm glad it, requested it for noon. So I guess 6 p.m. and noon are close enough. All right. Dine-In Pizza was comforted by the presence of red plastic tumblers, by the presence of I don't know. Was comforted by tumblers. Oh, nice. Margarita. Yeah, there's a huge, their definition of that here is really huge. It goes from giant basil leaves all over the top of a pizza and little half-cut cherry tomatoes to actually slices of tomatoes and more reasonably dispersed Italian basil. Crazy. And there's corn on a lot of pizza in Japan. That's the worst. That's the worst. Okay. Why does it need to be comforted? It was comforted from not being delivery. Of red plastic tumblers. Okay, let's go with that so far. Dine-In Pizza was comforted by the presence of red. That doesn't mean anything, but okay. Let's try this one. Oh, this is even worse. So, spilling expensive paint. Emotional. Significant. Oh, let's put cost here. Significant monetary and emotional cost. Spill involved significant with an S. Spill involved significant monetary and emotional cost. That's what I'm trying to say. That is a Citadel pot. Yeah, there's, I forget what, if it's Instagram or whatever, there's something that I'm following that people, once they spill their first pot of Nuln oil, which is $10, that's a ridiculously priced little bottle of paint. That's their rite of passage. Now I'm a miniature painter because I've just wasted $10 by just because it has a little lid. Has a little lid sticking up. The base is not wide enough for how tall the bottle is. So you just flick it, and it's plastic. So you just flick the bottle. If it was glass, then it would probably never spill. And the whole thing just comes tumbling out, and then you have to pay for a new one if you want to oil up your miniatures. So we'll see. No one on Go Comics is gonna get what that was supposed to be, but they'll know it's paint of some sort or something of some sort. In the tumbler. Where do you put the corn syrup? Nice. Comforted. So something about feeling left out by not being delivered, or I don't know. I'm not getting it across. So it needs something else, because what's the comfort about? Being the last piece? Huh. Or even the pizza felt nostalgic? Oh yeah, maybe something like that. Nostalgia. Oh man, there's gonna be a ton of typos in here. Oh geez, wait, what did I do? Okay, yeah. I highlighted half of the thing. Even. Oh yeah, let's just do nostalgic. God damn it. LG. Nostalgic. Nostalgic. Is there an H in there? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if Adobe knows what letter I left out. It does not. Is that right? Nostalgic. Yep, I guess that's right. It looks... Yeah, a lot of the times this font, for some reason, like throws me off. It doesn't look right, but it's just because the kind of awkwardness of this font. So even dine-in pizza was comforted by the red plastic tumblers. Even the dine-in pizza. Then, jeez, man, was comforted by the nostalgic red plastic tumblers. Yeah, thank you, Matt. Yeah, it didn't look right. It looks right in the chat when you typed it like that. Nothing made soda go, oh, yum, that's good. Oh, that's really good. Yeah. Right, because, especially no ice. I didn't draw any ice on there. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, because that is a lot of... You did drink a lot of no ice sodas out of those things. Save you time between trips to the... Or I guess... Oh, no, that was in pitchers. That was the weird thing, wasn't it? They would do pitchers of beer, so they would also do pitchers of soda. And it was pictures of Coke and stuff. And those would not do well, and temperature-wise would not do well. You can't put ice in a pitcher, so you'd have to put ice in the cups. But yeah, yeah, definitely a lot of flat soda pop was had when you poured it out of a pitcher. All right, the dining pizza was comforted by the nostalgic red plastic tumblers. Yeah, because I think they brought pictures of Coke and Sprite or whatever they had out. Yeah, it was always flat though. Should we get flat soda in there? Yeah, so comforted by uncomforting things. Yeah. I think that's good. Yeah, you're definitely on to something there. I like that warm flat soda. But then I'm gonna alienate the Midwest by calling it soda. So let's go back and get rid of the even. Was comforted bye. Should I call it soda pop? hit all the regions of the U.S. Let's see. Dine-in pizza was comforted by warm. Was even. Oh, maybe served in. Okay, so I don't need to name the pizza, and we know it has to be in. Okay, so let's do this. Even, go back to even. Warm flat soda pop was comforting. Jeez, oh man. My keyboard's at a really weird angle, so I'm all messed up. When served in nostalgic red plastic tumblers. Even warm, flat soda pop was comforting when served in nostalgic red plastic tumbler. There we go. We don't have to make dine-in pizza a star. Soda never popped in the nostalgic red, but was comforting even to the pizza. Oh, that's good. Yeah. I won't name the pizza. I think it's, but the pizza gives context to why there's a red plastic up there. So even warm, flat soda pop was comforting when served in nostalgic red tumblers. All right. That works. And let me try to read it again and make sure I didn't spell anything weird. So even warm, flat soda pop was comforting when served in nostalgic red plastic tumblers. Oh, English and your weird word shapes. The spill involves significant monetary and emotional cost. Yeah, I'm noticing that more and more. So many, I guess it's mostly just online, but some of it makes it into print as well. Autocorrect or spell check corrections that are the wrong word and make things really strange. And it's funny, I was just looking at the Gloomhaven, one of their promotional things or email or something they sent out. They have a race, a fantasy race in that game called the Enox, Inox. But of course, autocorrect changes it to inbox. So it's like an Enox brawler. It's like a character type, a class and a race. And it's the inbox brawler. Fight that inbox. Yeah, so you got to be careful naming things that are too much like really common spell checks or autocorrects. The inbox brawler. Okay, the spill involves significant monetary and emotional cost. And even warm flat soda was comforting when served in nostalgic red plastic tumblers. Okay, I think we got it. Thank you so much, Yum. I think you hit that. Very good. The nostalgia of warm flat. Oh yeah, the nostalgia. Oh yeah. The nostalgia of warm flat soda pop was comforting. I think that's. Yeah. Oh no, not yet, Matt. Nope, we're almost your premium. You got some more premium gummies, so you are probably pretty happy that you that you're still awake, because premium gummies is not something that gets very far outside of Asia. Because who wants premium gummies? Every time I see the snacks with the gold lettering premium, it's irresistible because it's always like, it's never quite as promised. Okay, so I think these both work. Even warm flat soda pop was comforting when served in nostalgic red plastic tumblers. Boom. And then we can next week find out what went wrong. All right. So 29th. And a paid advertisement for Games Workshop. Oh, wait. No. Too large. Gummies. Yes. Yeah, it's gummy. Here, it's gummy. I think I said that right. The in Sweden, one of my friends, I think they had it. Yeah, they had that brand in the stores in Sweden, but that was back in the days. It's the 80s, so it's back in the days of Bubble Yum and Bubblicious and Hubba Bubba, and the U in Sweden is always ooh. So they asked me, so you're supposed to pronounce this Hooba Booba. And every time they said that, especially with the Swedish accent, it killed me. That was so funny. Hooba Booba. And Leonard Skinner was unpronounceable. I was in a record store. Like, come here. How do you say this? And it was just Leonard Skinner. Oh, wise. But that was too funny. What am I doing? Oh, I'm not saving this. Hooba Booba. I don't know. I probably said that like 10 times on stream already. If you've been watching over the years, I'm repeating myself constantly. But Hooba Booba still makes me laugh. I think I'm going to make a competitive chewing gum with all O's. Goomy. Is that a request? Is that a command? Right. Yeah, that was a... Yeah, because they don't say... They say funny things. So jelly for gelatin. So that's a little confusing. And their gelatin isn't gelatin like our gelatin. It's like vegetable starchy, or not starch, the vegetable stuff. It's from konjaku jelly. So it's from a root plant kind of thing. And yeah, it's very, very different. Oh, I'm so glad the sound isn't blasting. I don't have the system sound on. So I'm echoing because I was playing it in the background. All right. So let's switch over. Before Matt falls asleep, let's switch over. Hey, all right. So here we are. So this is Conroe. So this is a company we've had a lot of snacks from, but they're going premium now. And I think they've done premium stuff before. Oh, so it's yellow. So it's actually yellow kiwi, or gold. I guess they call it gold. So gold kiwi puree. I guess they're saying puree because they kind of simulate, like we've seen before with those really expensive things that look like grapes that have like a skin of gummy and a softer, wetter inside. So they actually like have they simulate the consistency of a grape, of a fruit. This is going to be a similar thing because I don't know if you can see, it's keying out a lot, but the gummy itself is kind of a kidney bean shape, but it has an outside layer with some granulated sugar or something. And, oh yeah, you can see there's a little window. Look at that. There's a little window. You can actually see it in there. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't notice that. So that's why it's premium, because they won't hide it from you. Yeah, so golden kiwi flavor. Yeah, so there's an inside. Oh, ooh. Powder. Oh yeah, powder. Okay, I thought that said butter. It's powder. There's an outside with some with powder on it, and then the soft inside gel. Oh, there's actually 3 layers, and then the gummy. Oh, the gummy wall. So the gel, like a liquid gel in the inside, a little layer of gummy, and then the outside with the powdered coating. Yeah, it's the same with both. So we'll try both. The mango. This is it's just mango. Yeah. Oh, African. Oh, no, 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 no. No, wait. Oh, so I don't know what that is. What the heck is that? Fronzo? Some sort of Fronzo. Aru Fronzo. I don't know what that is. Some kind of mango. I'm sure that's a country name that I just don't know. Some sort of premium. Okay, let's start with mango because I'm slaughtering the Aru Fonso. Alfonso mango? Maybe a mango named Alfonso? I don't know. I'm really bad with Japanese katakana. If I don't know what the word is supposed to be, I'll never figure it out. Oh, so these are pretty. Oh, they're actually heart-shaped. I thought they look like they're kidney bean shaped because they're cut off, but they're heart-shaped. Of course they are. So this is the Alfonso mango. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's not. Wow, that's really nice. The middle is so strong. Whatever that liquid is in the middle, like you don't quite hit that right away, but wow, when it does, it's kind of Oh, and they're doing the kind of the gummy worm thing. So the outside has or not. What is that? Is it gummy worms or sour, like Sour Patch Kids kind of thing? It's sour in the middle. I didn't say that. It's kind of very fruity, sour in the middle, and the outside is the powder is sugar, is sweet. So the powder is sweet, and so like a Sour Patch Kid. That's what makes it premium. Wow. Sour mango, mango is pretty intense. Gel in. Wow, that's really good. Yeah, but you have to, like, it has to combine for it to be a nice flavor. Like, just the outside doesn't have much flavor, a little sweet, and the inside is super sour. But when you chew it, it's nice. Yeah, I couldn't imagine, though. Sour mango. That's interesting. Yeah, that's why they call it Alfonso. Alfonso mangoes. I don't know what that is. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I remember, yeah, Swedish fish. They have a lot of salt candy in Sweden, which I was surprised by. Like salt as a flavor that kids would like. Okay, sorry. And this will be easier to make sour. This is golden kiwi. So of course kiwi can be more sour. So we got the same shape. Is it going to key out? No. We got the same heart shape. The cute heart shape and then the gel inside. Oh, and I'll bite one of these through so you can see. Oh, and we're calling this one a soda gummy, so it's got a little bit of a fizz to it. Let's reconstruct the crime. I don't know what's doing the fizz. Maybe it's the powder. Because they're showing the same. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the mango one didn't fizz. It doesn't say soda gummy, though. But yeah, this says soda, and it's got a kind of a weird fizziness to it. The powder is doing something different. This one's pretty sour. It doesn't taste... I can't remember. I don't eat a lot of golden kiwi, so I can't remember how different it is. The flavor of the yellow kiwi as opposed to the regular. It's very sour and tangy. And it doesn't... I think the mango does a better job of like balancing those flavors. This is way more sour. Maybe because it's also fizzing too. Oh. And you can see that difference on the package. This one has little carbonation bubbles on the package, and this one doesn't. Yeah, I like this. I don't like that soda thing. It's kind of annoying. Like Pop Rocks in ice cream flavors. It's okay. Like the mango one is much better. Wow. But these weren't... So they're calling them premium, and they're pretty, complicated in how they're made. But they're still pretty cheap. These are only like $1.50, so probably close to just $1 US. For quite a few. And I promised to bite it in half, and I didn't. Well, this one won't key out, so let's try it. So we've got our little heart shape and Let's see here. Oh, yeah. There we go. So there's a good cross-section of it. And see if I can squeeze. Yeah, so the jelly isn't totally liquid. It's just very soft. Yeah, this combination is much nicer. I think it's just that fake soda simulated thing that's kind of annoying and a little bit too much with the golden kiwi. There was one other flavor of these, and that I didn't go for. It looked kind of strange. I forget what it was. But now that I know how sour it's supposed to be, I'm glad I didn't, because it would be a weird... apple. That's right, because with the apple, though, they're not really trying to simulate an apple texture, because it's going to be the same kind of gummy. Yeah, so there was a sour apple. Maybe that flavor, that would have been like the mango. It would have matched the sour a little bit better. So that is premium, but not super expensive. So there are premium gummies coming over from Korea, and they're actually pretty large. They're like the size of a Jawbreaker, but they're like $5 each. They're $5 for a pack of 2 or 3. So I haven't tried them yet because they're crazy expensive, and they don't look particularly good. But this was, it even says sparkling. I didn't even see that. Yeah, sparkling. So the fake soda thing, I don't like that. That's very annoying. But premium Conro puree gummies are, they're okay. They're not bad. Yeah, maybe the apple was a mistake to miss out on. Not bad at all. I wouldn't go for the sparkling unless you're a real Pop Rocks fan, because it's kind of annoying once it's in your mouth. But yeah, interesting. Not quite that weird fruit simulation, but a nice kind of combination of sour and sweet flavors. Okay, and as a bonus, there was one more that I couldn't resist. This is a totally different company. This is Kasugai. Kasugai, I've seen a few things that they've made. And nice. And this was like a lot of Japanese things, obsessed with a weird part of the body or defecation or whatever. But this was peach. These are peach gummies that are puri gummy. So the puri gumi. So puri, like if you don't have a flat ass in Japan, they say puri, so it kind of comes out a little bit. So these are gummies that are peach and maybe also kind of peach shaped flavor, so a little bit oshiri flavor. So look at that cute little character. Look at him in his little peach shaped ass. So this was, I couldn't resist seeing what these actually look like. So there's no image. I guess that is an image of it so these are going to be, instead of hearts, these are going to be little oshiris, oshiri candy. But I'm curious. They're the same price as the premium ones, but the packaging was so cute with their little character. And let's see what they. Oh yeah, they are. They're little oshiri. They're little asses. Look at that. A little posterior. Sorry, it's really Yeah, maybe get some shadow over. No, I can't tell what the best way. Yeah, but you can see it's got a little crack in it, and it's so soft. It's so smooth and so soft. And pretty chewy. Not the real tender ones. And very light peach flavor. I thought these were going to be super juicy and super sweet, but yeah, really mild. Puri. Oh, so this is the character's name. Yeah, Puri Gumi-chan. So there he is. Puri Gumi-chan. How can you resist that cute little guy? Yeah, it's not an amazing... They're selling the mascot, I think, more than they're selling the candy. It's a big step down after the premium. But it's real peach flavor, though. You can tell the peach flavoring isn't simulated. It's just like peach juice. Probably a mixture of like grape and peach. Yeah. There's just a couple of different peach flavorings. Yeah, it's really light though. The flavor is it's not sweet and it's really light, but the gummies themselves are a little bit hard. But look at that. Isn't that adorable? Pooty pooty. Shawty got that pooty pooty. Yeah, I wonder what Japanese for shawty is. Peach butt candies. Yeah. There's a character, and I think it's gotten translated into English, but it got really popular for like 10 minutes here. Detective, I can't think of his name, but it was a little boy with a butt face. So the butt crack was like right down the middle of his eyes, and he wore like a little, what is that, like a Sherlock Holmes of fox catcher, with the little, you know, little tweed suit and the little magnifying glass. So he's a detective, a boy detective, but he had a butt for a face. And I think it was in a world of like butt face people or whatever. And so his like special power was, of course, flatulence coming out of his face, which is really disturbing. But that was popular for a while. So, you know, the posterior has its has its moments in Japan. But I think it was so strange that there's no way they'd try to localize it, because it was like Japanese little kid humor. So it's just a bunch of like farts in the middle of crime scene investigation. I don't know. Yeah, like a huntsman's cap. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there's a weird obsession. But that is a cute little guy. And his head, if your head and your ass are the two major components of your body, then good for you. Pooty gummy chan. Yeah, they're okay. I like that flavor though, that real natural flavor that they always do. So yes, for the premium gummies, stay away from the sparkling and try the apple if those ever come to an import store or weird website near you. Nice. Ah, yeah, probably. Yeah, I could imagine that would be a good source of inspiration, like Japanese stuff that there's no way it could ever work in the US. Yeah, because they did that was interesting. The guys, the duo that did Milk and Cheese Go Bad, that indie comic, I think they got pretty famous and did a lot of like comedy writing and stuff. I think they worked for Adult Swim a lot. But the comic that I remember them from is Milk and Cheese Go Bad. And they wrote on the English localization of Crayon Shin-chan, who is a pretty funny, kind of very Japanese style character. Little boy always pulling his pants down and being annoying. And they wrote all of these like American pop culture things and everything into that Japanese show. So they made it work, you know, for a Japanese audience. But it was a little weird because it's very Japanese. So they live in a Japanese house, and it's all the stereotypes of the mom and dad and the grandparents living in the house and stuff. So jamming in a lot of American stuff doesn't make a lot of sense, because it's obviously, yeah, it obviously doesn't match. But but they did it anyhow. And I just remember that. I remember them. That is obviously how they're trying to make it more viable for Adult Swim or Cartoon Network audiences. Shin-chan. Yeah, Shin-chan is still... That's so sad the creator died, but yeah, it's still going strong. And usually there are still summer movies. They've had some pretty epic Crayon Shin-chan summer movies. Nice. Oh yeah, like an Adventure Time character. Yeah, did you see that, Matt? Adventure Time is getting a tabletop RPG. It seems like that would have been an obvious step a long time ago. But yes, somebody, I think it's Cryptozoic or somebody that does a lot of licensed stuff, is going to do a tabletop Adventure Time RPG. Is that show's not even still on? Is it? Is it like over? Yeah. So I'm sorry, Yum, I missed your thing. Yeah, it wasn't quite gusher style, because like you could see when I squeeze the middle, it's still kind of gel. It doesn't like goosh out. That would be really good though. I don't know if they have that here, like a gusher style thing when you bite it and it just goes everywhere. Alfonso is a variety of mango. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, that took me forever to figure out what that was supposed to be. Alfonso. And so, yeah, and so you never know. That's the crazy thing about the frustrating thing about Japanese. So, the Japanese afuranso, and so it's usually you don't need that extra sound. So that's why I thought it was Alphonse. That it would probably be if it was just like named after some guy's name, it'd be Alphonse, because they always have that extra vowel sound at the end of Japanese, unless it's an N, unless it's like that only consonant that ends words without it. So you never know, because McDonald's is makudon do nurudo. I can't do it. I can't actually say it very Japanese, but no Japanese can say it in English, American English, either. But you have that weird extra sound, so you don't quite know if you've never seen the word before, and you're just seeing the Japanese spelling. You have no idea, like what they're talking about. Yeah, right. Yeah, man. Yeah, like 10 years too late for Adventure Time. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, when I first started the gallery, when I first did the gallery, I was went to San Diego Comic-Con, and I was talking to a bunch of Adventure Time like artists that worked at the studio and did production. So a lot of those people also did their own personal work, and a lot of it just looked like they were ripping off the Adventure Time style. So, yeah, they were all in that vibe anyhow. But yeah. It is way too late. That's weird when they do licenses like that. It's a good fit. I could see them making those characters and the settings work well. But it's kind of already covered, though. I think a lot of indie RPGs already took inspiration 10 years ago from Adventure Time. So the stuff like even Troika and stuff like has a kind of a art house, but a little Adventure Time like psychedelic weird fantasy look. Yeah, that's too funny. All right, well, we did it, and you didn't miss the convenience store, Matt. Can you believe it? You got to get some sleep though for Saturday, for Friday. It's my Saturday, your Friday night. You got to get some sleep for Friday night. We got a big send off for this first collection. I did them out of order, but I think the order that I kind of accidentally did them in, it wasn't like pre-planned, actually works out really well. So I think it'll tie some of our story stuff together. So I can't wait. And maybe we'll try, because it worked for Alchemy, so maybe we'll try to stream that. Just stream the raw Foundry desktop, and just do that when we play, and then that'll be nice too, because that'll give us an extra backup of the audio. It won't be separated into tracks, but we'll have, if we stream it, then it'll be saved as a one more audio version of the actual play. So if that is decent quality, then yeah, should be good. Yeah, it was so much fun reading that last mystery and getting so excited for how this all connects. And I love Vaesen. I think that's such a fun setting and a fun game. And fuck that Candela Obscura or whatever. Yeah, fuck those guys, man. Oh yeah, and more. I'm sure Yum loves all this tabletop RPG talk, but I tried to watch a couple of the actual plays for the Gloomhaven RPG, and it looks terrible. It looks like the actual plays were terrible, and they didn't know the game very well, and it was just like people doing a bunch of improv and then playing a board game is what it felt like. It felt really strange. But then Isaac Childress he called it the old school actual play with some of his old D&D guys, friends from high school, and went through the mechanics and stuff a little bit better, and it came off a lot better. Voice actors ruin any sort of game. Like you can't promote a game using voice actors playing the game, because they are just all about performance, and you don't even know what the hell they're doing most of the time. Nice. Yes. I'm trying to bore you to death, Yum, so you fall right to sleep talking about Gloomhaven. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of really fun stuff out there. Nice. Yeah, super. Yeah, Troika is super Adventure Time. It's like art school super Adventure Time. It's like we're gonna be a little bit more artsy, but yeah, definitely that same psychedelic fantasy thing. Only, the flat psychedelic. Nice. Well, that'll do it. So yeah. So tomorrow's a weekly with Chris. Oh, and Matt, unfortunately, Chris has already said we're probably going to be starting an hour later all of July because Chris's schedule said lessons at 12. So we can't start at 12:30. So we're probably going to be starting at 1:30 for the whole next month. So sorry that makes things really late for you. Or later for you, an hour later for you. So I won't be offended if you can't make it. If the schedule doesn't work, maybe tomorrow will work, because if you're still batching it, you'll be up, you'll be up late. But yeah, otherwise it's not going to be. Not going to be the same time. We're going to be an hour later, and it was nice. It's nice of Chris to do that, to take a late lunch, and do that, because I'm sure eating before the lessons would probably be easier. But that's very cool. So we'll get to do it. It'll just be an hour delayed for about a month. But I'll keep you updated as soon as things get back to normal. Yay! All right. Yeah, definitely stop by. So it'll start at 9:30, 10 your time. Yeah, because it depends. Sometimes Chris is going to lunch, and then somebody snags, that somebody runs interference and says, "Are you going to lunch? Wait, we got to do this." So some last minute stuff gets thrown in there. So yeah, we're going to try to do 9:30, which I think is reasonable, but there could be some delay. So between 9:30 and 10 your time, Matt will get a start. Oh yeah. Lots of armies. Yeah, Chris is talking about crazy amounts of armies ordered. So I'm not sure. I think there's going to be, or I think what she's trying to do is I have to ask. I have to confirm, like a 6mm lion rampant army. I think that's what that is, like a historical medieval kind of army, or not a medieval style army. But I think it's 6mm, and I don't know. Yeah, but we're both painting our Argatoria. So yeah, we'll have painted Argatoria fighting in their little 10mm battles soon. Oh, and check out this awesome, I think I might have already showed this off. I think I showed this off, but I found these little terrain pieces. Like, this is just I don't know what this is supposed to be, like a little weird knickknack for your cubicle or whatever, but they work perfectly. They're perfectly in scale with these little guys. So here we're doing like a little 10mm, and look at that palm tree. It's, I mean, not perfect, but it's much closer scale than anything that you could buy for 28. So there's this, and then this little waterfall, and there's a little volcano as well. So I'll have these like little scatter terrain pieces that we can use to kind of make the battlefield a little more broken up. Yes. Oh yeah, Argatoria. Yeah. So yeah, Chris has the what are they? The Volare, the barbarians. This kind of sun barbarians. There's also like forest and swamp or something barbarians. And I've got the sun lizards. So yay. We'll see how that goes. So I'm trying to get stuff painted. I'm not doing a very good job. And I'm trying to find a good way to put sand on the bases. So the sand I'm using is kind of powdery. So I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. But Chris's stuff is looking awesome, as usual. Yeah, they're really cute. These little tiny lizard guys, they're super cute because they're super small. And the company did a good job of giving all of them like a lot of personality in their poses and stuff. So like the toad guys like have their tongues out. Like here's like this little guy. So there's a huge variety of poses, and it looks like he's just like sticking his little tongue out. Look at him. That's probably out of focus. Sorry, but they do a really good job of putting a lot of personality, and they've got a nice old school feel. Like, I don't know if you could see what I'm gonna do, like the grass color. Oh, that's definitely gonna key out, but do like a grass color on the square base, and then do sand on it, so it'll be very like 90s style. So I can't wait. Yes, it's a savage, brutal Polly Pockets world. Yeah, somebody should do like a savage take on Like Dark Sun meets Polly Pockets. Don't say that around Chris because that will become a game. Dark Sun meets Polly Pockets. There's cannibalism, there's slavery, and there's Polly. Oh man. All right. Well, great. So everyone needs some rest, I'm sure, after this exciting stream. Macho Polly Pockets. That's so funny. Oh, Matt, yes, definitely. Yeah, well, I guess no. Yeah, if you record that on your own, it'll probably be better quality because anything over a stream is not going to be good. No, please do that. If you do that, I'll definitely put it up on the channel. If you want to on Upturned Table, if that's cool with you. But yeah, you should definitely do an unboxing of the basic set. I would love to see that. That'd be so cool. Is it? Because I took a quick look. I had the same the same impulse that you did. So after Game Wizards, I'm like, how much is it? I have a basic box in storage, but it's all it's all crushed and messed up because I took it with me everywhere when I was like 11. But is it what kind of condition is it in? Because if it's got everything intact, that'd be so cool to like open it and see like the dice and everything as they are. Are the dice filled or? Oh, for Argatoria, the round bases are command groups and champions, and the square bases are rank and file units. So they have different powers, and like spellcasters and stuff will be on round bases. So similar to War Master, I think that was also a thing with War Master or people that knocked off War Master, just to kind of differentiate what are your command, because your command I don't think can be killed. They can't be targeted. They can't be killed if they're not attached to a unit. If they're attached, I have to double check my rules, but that was a War Master thing. So if you attached an elite, like a champion or a general or something, to a unit, and that unit was killed, that heavy unit died, the elite unit died. But when they're separate, they have their abilities and everything, but they can't be targeted. So they just have a mechanical thing that they can do. I think that's right. So a little bit different from what we were doing with Oathmark, where we're going after the spellcaster, kind of hiding our spellcasters and then going after them. And they even said in Argatoria that there is magic, but it's not going to win you any games. So don't buy too heavily into it when you're building your armies. Nice. Yeah, you almost said the interior design of Polly Pockets from the dark side. A dark, barbaric world of interior design. And cute. It's cute, but savage. Ah, nice. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. That's great. The RPG. Hey, yeah, nice. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, please do that, Matt, if you'd like to. Because you can send me the raw, and go ahead and like you can do multiple takes of stuff too. Like if you want to say something or you want to like say something differently or whatever, just kind of clear your throat or say, let me say that again, and I can edit it and put it together with a little opener in Premiere, unless you want to do it. I mean, whatever you're up for. But yeah, that would be so cool to have on the channel. Some unboxing, some old stuff. We were kind of doing that for a while because we unboxed the old Blood Berets and the old Warzone 2nd edition box. But yeah, whatever you're up for, just just get it lit. It's the tricky thing. I've had a lot of trouble with that too, with books and stuff, is lighting it well so you don't blow it out, so you can still see the pages and there's not too much glare on the covers. It's a little tricky, but indirect light, like if you can bounce the light around off of like white ceilings and stuff, it helps. Nice. Cool. I can handle MOVs. If you're on Mac, I can handle MOV or the that's a flavor of MP4, I think. So whatever the what is it? 264, whatever it is, whatever format that Mac's put out, MOV is fine. MOV, MP4, and AVI is fine, but AVI is Windows. So yeah, whatever you can produce it in, or whatever your camera records it in, I can probably convert it, because like Sony cameras have their own proprietary format. Most cameras just do MP4. Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just do MOV then, because MOV I think has the best compression. It's got good. It looks good, but it's pretty small files, so that might save some disk space. Yeah, that's cool, because I'm not going to be reprocessing it. I'm just gonna. I'll just edit it up. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so feel free to be as clumsy as possible in pauses and stuff, because I can tighten it up in the edit. That would be fun. Oh, cool. Yeah, good idea, Matt. Now you're gonna make me want to buy old stuff just so I can unbox it. Damn. That's cool. Yeah, there's some stuff behind me in the when we do the weekly that hasn't been unboxed yet. That's some old used stuff I bought, and some stuff that's getting old. Jeez. All right. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. That's the best way to do it, especially with your nice mic. So with your Shure mic, yeah, do. Okay, yeah. So here's the trick. So make sure you're in 48K. Yum is definitely asleep by now. Make sure your audio's in 48K, or it won't sync with the video. So start the video, and then start Audacity, and then physically clap on the screen so it's a big sound on the audio track in Audacity, and then I can find it on the video. And that's usually pretty easy to sync. So low quality audio, or just echoey room sound, whatever audio on the video is fine, because then that helps me sync your Audacity track. And so then just export your Audacity track as a WAV file. If it's too big as a WAV file, if it says it can't make you can't make a WAV file that size, MP3 is okay, but it'll be much cleaner. Your Shure mic will be much nicer, like close to your face. A Shure mic is much better than onboard audio on the camera. Cozy audio talk. Nice. Well, good, Yum. I'm glad. I'm glad it's fun to hear. Oh yeah, the pre-Red box was super expensive. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right. I remember that one. Yeah, that one. It must be, because I don't think that had as long a run either. It was funny. We were talking about Game Wizards. It was funny to when Peterson would quote the prices. Like, he would always say how much things cost at that time. It's like, oh my god, I wish the hobby was $12 for a starter set. Or that was amazing. And the original release was $7.50. That was 70s prices are so good. Oh yeah, that's funny. Of course, yeah, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, two people selling slightly intact boxes, and because maybe a lot of in the OSR group, a lot of guys that were talking about collecting old, like, original basic and expert modules were saying there's a lot of rusted staples and stuff. So I guess the old staples were steel and not aluminum, or they weren't stainless, so they would rust in the books. So that's probably the first thing you'd want to do with those old just staple folded books, is pull the staples and replace them with something that's not going to corrode. But then I guess you've changed it. It's not original, but still, that'd be the first thing I would do, is get those disintegrating staples out of those books. Nice. Yeah, I love that Earl Otis cover. That's still my super favorite. I'd love to find a place that had a decent scan of that art and could do like a canvas print of that. That'd be so fun. Oh yeah. Deities and Demigods. Yeah, before they messed it around. Oh yeah, I think I had the Monster Manual and Deities and Demigods. I didn't have the Fiend Folio. My friend had the Fiend Folio, and then the Game Masters, the Advanced D&D Game Masters book. I just had the Player's Handbook, Monster Manual, and Deities and Demigods. And it must have been first printing, because it was it was early 80s, because I think I got my basic set in 81. Crazy. Yeah, it's so funny how like what you were exposed to is so different. And I guess because I'm meeting a lot of people from different parts of the world, so based on like what was available in your country, what was available in your hometown at the local hobby store, like all of the choices that all of these like distributors and everybody made like influence like what you're exposed to and like what your tastes were from that time. Yeah, I my all my old D&D stuff is in storage. I have no idea what condition it's in. Probably decent, but yeah, it's got a lot of wear on it. And I think my basic set I colored the illustrations with felt tip markers. That was one of my favorite things to do when I was bored in class. Oh wow. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I just saw somebody in Japan put an Oriental Adventures original on. It was only like $60 or something. It wasn't like insane, but I don't think I would ever use it. It's just funny as a nostalgia thing. Damn. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I just had my stuff was so I just had a bunch of random stuff, bunch of random games, and I liked a box set, so I bought a lot of box sets like Psy World and Villains and Vigilantes and Traveler, the early Traveler stuff. Yeah, so it would just be whatever was like interesting or whatever the hobby shop owner was trying to sell me, sell me on. That's funny. Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Baby's first D&D set. Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have it in Japan. It's in the U.S. and storage, but I got to get it out. Got to show you. Yeah, and I think I always left the dice for the basic set in the box, so they might still be there. They're definitely colored though, because I remember coloring the dice in with the crayon. But I think yeah, I think I've hurt the collectability of my basic set because I'm pretty sure I marker colored a lot of the illustrations. Yeah, yeah, I love the Fantasy Games Unlimited. I liked a lot of that stuff, and I think the shop owner, the Mike's Games and Hobbies, liked it too because I had a lot of Fantasy Games Unlimited stuff. Yeah, yeah, because I was a big because that was Jeff D did a lot of illustration for them. I was a big Jeff D fan back in the day. I loved his stuff, so that's why I chose Villains and Vigilantes over Champions and all that stuff at the time. Yeah, yeah, I was surprised. That was I didn't know about that advertising too. That Games Workshop did with their like reverse British invasion or whatever, or the talking the way that they promoted Warhammer Fantasy role play was very funny. I didn't know that they went at it so hard and so like we're done with D&D. This is our own thing now. Oh no, no, I never played Aftermath. No, I've never seen that. Oh, I gotta look that up. Yeah, that's great. Nice. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That's great. Yeah, we have to do a game where you have to section up your character, all of his vital parts. That's great. Too funny. Yeah, that looks familiar though. I don't. Yeah, that does look familiar, or just that how that's laid out. Nice. Oh, I saw on Twitter Griff from Secrets of Blackmore tried to play 5e like this past weekend or whatever. I don't know if he's on your feed on your Twitter feed, but yeah, that was funny, complaining about Wizards and Hasbro and saying, "Yeah, we tried to play. This is a fucking complicated game to run. It's supposed to be simplified." That was good. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, Matt, that unboxing the basic set, that's a great idea. So Yeah. So just do the clap sync. Makes it really easy to make the good audio, to sync the good audio with the camera audio. And but for unboxings, it's not totally necessary because there's not so much to sync anyhow. It's like, it doesn't have to be perfectly in sync because we can't see your mouth. If it's just going to be your hands and the tabletop or desk, then sync's not crazy important, but it's nice. It's especially if you drop something or whatever, then it has the appropriate sound. Nice. Very cool. All right. Oh, I didn't realize Graham Yost is a producer on Silo, and he also did. He was showrunner on Justified. I really like that series on FX. That I was talking about it, last week I think. But that's both of those shows are Graham Yost. I didn't know. He's done a lot of different stuff, but I like his. I like how he tells stories and runs shows. They have nice narrative flow and stuff, and I think Silo's got that going. Yeah, and what's her face? The lead actress in Silo is great. I mean, that's one of I think her and Charlize Theron. There's just a few actresses that have that crazy presence that they can so easily carry a film when it's almost just them, like when so many scenes are, just them, figuring things out or whatever as part of the narrative. They really have great presence and carry that stuff. And it just seems like there's a lot of more recent actresses. Like I would not say the Chani, the actress that's in Euphoria and cast as Chani. She doesn't have that presence, and there's just a lot of younger actresses that are just like, just do not have the presence of a lot. Yeah, just I don't think you can carry stuff that same way. All right, now I'm just gonna ramble. Oh, good. Oh, God, I'm glad you like Justified, Matt. Yeah, I like that show a lot. Oh, yeah, you got to try the One Ring and let me know if you liked it because I'd love to do that. I was talking to my daughter about running that. Oh yeah, Matt, do you upload on your YouTube account? Have you put anything up there? Nice. Right about Common. Yeah, he's always the same guy. Yeah, I like him most of the time, but I'm like, again, it's always Common. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be awesome on Upturned Table. But yeah, but feel free, Matt, whichever way you want to go. But I definitely want to see that. I definitely would love to watch that. Yeah, there's just some. That's a big difference. Like those actresses and actors too, that just have that presence that you don't gonna kind of get bored or like kind of like don't believe a lot of what they do. Yeah, it's very cool. Nice. All right. Well, cool. So let's do this again next week. And so yeah, we'll be on the Upturned Table channel tomorrow for the weekly, and then and then we'll try to live stream. Then again, then Friday night we'll do a live stream of this last Vaesen mystery. It's gonna put extra pressure on me, so I'm sure I'll stammer twice as much. But yeah, let's get let's finish off this first collection. Oh yeah. Yeah, I gotta I'm not current. I'm in the middle of episode 7 on Silo. So don't spoil anything. Sorry, is it 3 a.m.? Yes it is. Oh, your snacks kept you up, Matt. All right, you get to sleep. All he is. All right. So yeah, take care. Yum, and Matt, thanks so much for hanging out with me. It was really fun. fun to have you guys along and get some cartoons finished and start some planning for for this week. Very cool. All right, so that'll do it for this week. So if you're watching for the first time, abusecartoons.com and Abuse Cartoons on YouTube and Twitch. You can watch the old streams. And if you want to read the cartoon, gocomics.com/domestic abuse and patreon.com/abusecartoons to support the stream and the cartoon. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll do this again next week. So thanks a lot, and take care. Goodbye.